Hey guys, welcome to a series that I'm going to be calling MightBe Reviews. The game in question today is the game Hades. Now Hades is a dungeon crawler, much like Diablo, but has its very own gist to it. The game requires you, the prince of the underworld, son of Hades, Zagaris, to escape to the surface and make your way to Olympus. You can do this with the help of all your godly relatives such as Zeus, Artemis, Poseidon, Hermes, you name it. If there's a god in the Greek mythology, it's there. You got to work your way through different levels, facing more and more dangerous foes. The foes come with armor and different abilities, which just try and stop you in your tracks. The game doesn't make it easier for you either, because if you die, you're back to square one. No abilities, no nothing. You're gone straight to square one, starting again, no problem. The interactions between the characters are witty and funny. You can sense this chemistry between the protagonist and all the other occupants of the underworld. Now, don't get me started on the voice acting. They legit aced it. When the casting was done for this show, it was phenomenal. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they wanted. And I don't know about you, but whenever I hear Zagaris talk, I'm just like, boy, I'll do whatever you say, whatever you want, because it's just spot on. It's like Corpse Husband whispering sweet nothings in your ear. But anyway, even the banter that flies from the starting boss is phenomenal. And don't get me started on the sexual tension. Get in there, Zagaris. You'll be escaped soon, and you'll miss your chance. My favourite part of the game, without adding too many spoilers, is the fact that every time you die, you just straight back into it. It never feels the same. It never feels like you're repeating the same content over and over, because everyone's unique. Every ability you find throughout the dungeon is different, and it just feels special and unique. I don't know how to explain it fully. I imagine some of you will get my gist. The game offers a multitude of weapons, each with unique abilities and playstyles. You can use your bow to channel your inner Hanzo, or you can straight up slicey dicey with the default sword. The choice is yours, but in seriousness, I'll go for the weapons. So first off, this is a tier list, so it'll go in order of which I find more player friendly, more easier to use. So obviously first off, we've got the Fists of Malphon. Now if you want to Mike Tyson some underworld dwelling beings, this is the tool for you. Quick fire punches and a naughty uppercut to send them straight back to where they already are, I guess. This item's for you if that's your playstyle. The crit ability comes off and just it works very nice with this weapon as well. So if you want to build up mass damage in quick succession, this is a good item. The only problem I had with this item is the range. You have to be very close to the enemy, and that's not my type of playstyle, but it's very easy to use, like I said. Next up, we've got the Shield of Chaos. Now this bad boy is insane. If you want to survive indefinitely by holding up in a corner, you want this. Its unique ability allows you to block any damage as long as it's coming face on. The only downside I found with this weapon is it's basically impossible to use unless you're giving the enemy a nice big hug, which I find difficult on the second boss. I won't go too much into detail about the bosses because obviously you want to play the game itself. That's why the gameplay is probably only going to include, the first boss. The next item is my bread and butter. It's the Eternal Spear. Now, it's sexy. It's movement. It's animations. I just think it's fantastic. You want to dish out slicing and dicing and mobile playing. You want to move around a lot. This is for you. It's just the crit that you get with it as well, and the abilities that the weapon provides. Like if you upgrade the weapon, you get a free stab mechanic, and it's the GOP. You can just breeze your way through it. When I first started using it, I got that ability, and I did the first 3, I think, and yeah, it's just to me the best weapon because it really melds into my type of playstyle. Next, we've got the Stygian Blade. Oh, this is the default item you get when you start the game. It's the sword. It's in the back gameplay. It's going to be in the background. That's the weapon I use to try and make it a bit more new player friendly. To me, the weapon's quite difficult to use. It's quite boring as well. It's harder. It makes the game harder. If you want to be straight in the fray fighting, it's really hard. It offers a knockback ability though, so if you keep whacking the enemies and around you, you can keep your distance as long as they don't have shields. Shields really kick you in the beep. Its special provides a slam animation and it disperses the enemies around you. To me, if you want to get a good few runs in, this is the item you want to use. It's the main item you should be using for your first few runs. The next item we have is the heart-seeking bow. Again, this item wasn't for me. It's not my type of playing. It's not how I prefer to play. I find the casting and the dashing very hard and difficult. My friend Spark, he would disagree with me on this, and he would probably slap me in the face if you heard me saying it. But this is for players who like range fighting, keeping distance and staying alive. I find it more difficult to use around multiple enemies because the charge up takes a moment, and typically you get swarmed whilst trying to do it. But like I said, I'm really bad at the game, so I wouldn't take my opinion on that. Next, we've got the Adamant Rail. I haven't unlocked this weapon yet, but what I've watched for myself, it looks incredibly fun. It should bring a smile to the gun shooting folk and people who just want to spray and pray. The reload animation to me doesn't seem worth the DPS cut you would receive, and for other weapons, it's just you get closer range, and that for me is more fun. So that's why it's the bottom of my list. Although the special ability on this gun is fantastic, it is so fun. I won't spoil it, but check it out for yourself. It is amazing. So that's all the weapons listed off. Let's talk about the game itself. The game is hard. Like, you want to pull your hair out hard. There's no way to describe it. Like, you'll get far and you'll be like, hell yeah, I'm sick. And then someone will just come steamrolling a train over your head and you're done for. It's just how it is. But that being said, it is completely fun. There are no checkpoints. There are no saves from the game. But you just keep going over and over from the beginning, level up. There are permanent upgrades that make the runs easier. So, for example, you can collect gemstones, darkness, and caphonic keys. They help you make your progress sweeter and smoother. Darkness can be used on the Mirror of Night, but don't be fooled. The stuff is expensive. You need to get a total of 35,365 darkness to unlock everything the mirror has to offer. You can also use darkness in special deals the Wretched Broker has cooking up. And the Knight Incarnate herself requires a variable amount of darkness for you to get upgrades from her. Gemstones, for example, can be used for little upgrades throughout the dungeon. They make your life easier, honestly. So each boss is a fountain you can use. It restores your health. You can get it basically gives you more abilities that will like completely restores your health. It's if you want to be using these gems to go to the contractor to be upgrading. That's my opinion. You can use gems as well to buy stuff from the Wretched Broker as well, such as keys, ambrosia, and I'll go into what that is now. You can buy weapons as well with keys. Keys, you need, I think it's a total of like 35 keys in total to unlock all the weapons. And the weapons aren't unlocked straight away. You have to play through the game and get through the game progressively for different stages before they are unlocked. The next thing we have up is ambrosia, the sweet, sweet, sweet nectar of the gods. You can offer this nectar to any of your godly relatives, and in return they'll drop you charms, and you can make shit. This shit can make your life easy. But if I'm honest, just take skellies. That son of a bitch just gives you another life, and it upgrades it more and more with more health the more you use it. I could sit and list them all for you, but that would just take too long, so I'll add the link in the description, and I might show them on screen, just for you to get the gist of it. I won't go on and spoil the game anymore. That's why I've only included the first boss in the gameplay, because I want you to play the game for yourself, because for me, the game is a fun way of killing time. You can spend hours lost in this and hardly progress, but the experience is always fun. To me, that's the best you can ask for in a game. So, the MightBe rating I'm going to offer this game at the moment is a 9 out of 10. I wasn't sure at first if I was enjoy it because I'm notoriously bad at dungeon platformers and MOBA style gaming, but I found I enjoyed the 10 or so hours I put into this game without feeling any guilt about it. The game itself is just unique and it just offers so much content that you can just keep playing it like continuously. Guys, thank you for watching this video. If you watch this video and you have enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care and goodbye.